Welcome back to Ebonyi People TV, your number one spot for all things happening in Ala Igbo. Today we are diving into something quite serious but very interesting at the same time. The abandoned industries in Igboland. We're going to talk about all those once thriving industries that could have provided massive job opportunities for our people, but now stand neglected. It's wild when you think about how much potential has been left to waste. So let's get into it. We'll go through the big names, industries that could have been the backbone of Igboland's economy. Some of these places might even sound very familiar to you. Are you ready? Let's go. First up, we have Niger Sem, located in Nkalagu, Ebonyi State. Back in the day, this place was the first cement factory in Nigeria, and it was huge. Can you imagine the number of jobs this factory could have created for the people in the region? Thousands. But today, the factory is nothing but a ghost of its former self, abandoned and overgrown. Cement production is in high demand, and it's crazy to think that this place isn't being utilized to its full potential. So, to your Algeria's viewers, what do you think happened here? Is it poor management, lack of government support, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Next up on our list is the Asaba Textile Mill. This used to be one of the largest textile manufacturers in Nigeria, right there in Delta State. Imagine how many clothes and fabrics could have been produced here, but instead, it's now completely run down, and guess what? The textile industry is booming elsewhere in the world, while we are sitting on abandoned factories in the southeast. What a missed opportunity for job creation. Do you think the Nigerian fashion industry would have thrived more if these textile mills were still operational? Let me know in the comment section. Now, for my Aba people, you already know we had our own textile mill too. The Aba Textile Mill in Abia State was another big player back in the day. Aba is known for its business hustle, and the textile mill should have been a huge contributor to the local economy. Unfortunately, like Asaba, this place has been left to rot. But imagine if Aba could reclaim that glory. If you're from Aba, tell us what you remember about the textile mill back in the day. To the fourth on our list, we have the Standard Shoe Factory in Owerri. This was established to produce top quality shoes, and it was a major employer in the region. Today, not a single shoe is being made there. Like, come on, Nigeria imports millions of shoes every year, but we had our own factory in the southeast. Why aren't we using it? What do you think? Can this factory still bounce back and compete with imported shoes? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. On to the gas industry. Niger Gas in Emene, Enugu State was supposed to be a game changer in Nigeria's gas sector, right? But like many others, it's just sitting there doing nothing now. Gas is a massive resource, and we're just letting this potential rot away. Who do you think is to blame for this one? Next up is the Niger Steel Company and Glass Industry in Aba. This particular one stings because Aba was supposed to be the industrial hub of Igboland. The Niger Steel Company and the glass industry were meant to turn Aba into a manufacturing powerhouse. But what do we have today? Both industries are abandoned. Nigeria will still need steel and glass products in large quantities, but instead of producing them ourselves, we import most of these things. Do you think Aba still has the potential to be the industrial capital of Nigeria? Let's get the conversation going in the comments. We cannot forget about Imo Rubber Nigeria Limited. Back in the day, rubber production was a big deal, very big deal, especially for things like tires and other rubber products. But now, another abandoned industry with so much untapped potential. This could have created thousands of jobs and contributed to the national economy. Instead, it's now in ruins. Is there any hope for reviving this particular rubber industry in Igboland? Next, let's talk about the resin and paint industry in Mbise. This place had the potential to manufacture all kinds of paints, resins, and coatings. Just think about how much construction work is going on in Nigeria. Imagine if we're producing our own paints instead of importing them. Unfortunately, the factory has been abandoned like so many others. Would you support a campaign to revitalize these industries? Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, so poultry farming is another major industry that could create thousands of jobs, right? Well, there was once a time when Avutu Poultry in Obowo, Imo State, was a big name in the poultry business, but sadly, the facility has been abandoned for years, even though the demand for poultry products is still very high. Next up, let's talk about the paper packaging industry in Olu, in Imo State, paper products are in high demand globally, and this industry could have made Olu a major player in the packaging world. But like many others, it's now in ruins. Lastly, but definitely not the least, is the modern ceramics industry in Umuahia, Abia State. Ceramics are used in everything from towels to kitchenware, and this factory was meant to produce them at a massive scale. But like most industries on this list, it's been left abandoned. Can ceramics still be a viable industry in Igboland? It's really unbelievable when you look at how many industries we've let to go to waste. Each of these could have provided jobs, boosted the economy, and put Ala Igbo on the map for manufacturing and production. So what do you think? Can this industry still be revived, or have we lost them forever? As always, I'm still your girl, Faith Ijiriga, bringing you all the gist and keeping it real. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you've got a birthday coming up soon, don't forget to let us know so we can give you a special shout out on the channel. Catch you on the next one, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Ebonyi People TV.